The roar of the crowd slammed into me, a tidal wave of screams and pounding bass that rattled the sticky floor of the open-air venue. I lingered at the edge of the pit, a warm beer in hand, watching my girlfriend Leia weave her way through the crush of bodies toward her best friend, Marcus. Her laughter cut through the music, sharp and bright, as she latched onto his arm, her eyes flashing beneath the neon stage lights. Then, in one seamless move, she climbed onto his shoulders, fingers tangled in his dark curls for balance. The crowd erupted, cheering wildly, as she tossed her head back and shouted, "You're taller, way better than my boyfriend." Her words pierced straight through the noise, stabbing into me like a blade. I froze, the world spinning as the beer slipped from my grip and splattered across the concrete. No one noticed. The crowd kept roaring. I turned and walked away, my chest hollow, leaving Leia perched on Marcus's shoulders, unaware of the destruction she'd left behind. Outside, the summer night was thick with humidity, clinging to my skin like regret. I leaned against a lamppost, the metal cool against my back, struggling to breathe. Her words replayed in my head, each one carving deeper. Way better than my boyfriend. Was it a joke? A drunken slip? Leia was impulsive, always chasing the next high. But this felt different. Reckless. Cruel. I caught the way Marcus sometimes looked at her, his gaze lingering too long. I told myself it was nothing, just friendship, just history. They'd known each other since high school, shared secrets I'd never been part of. I buried the unease because loving Leia meant trusting her. But now, standing alone in the dark, that trust felt like a house of cards collapsing in the wind. My phone buzzed in my pocket. A text from Leia. "Where'd you go? Miss you." The words mocked me, her casual tone a brutal contrast to the ache in my chest. I didn't reply. Instead, I walked to my car, gravel crunching under my boots, each step weighed down with doubt. Had I overreacted? Maybe she hadn't meant it. Maybe the alcohol, the music, the crowd, it all carried her away. But the image of her laughing on his shoulders, his hand steadying her thighs, it burned behind my eyes. I drove home in silence, the radio off, the engine's low hum filling the emptiness where answers should have been. At home, I sat on the couch, staring at the wall where one of Leia's paintings hung. A swirl of blues and reds, chaotic and beautiful, reckless, like her. My thoughts churned, piecing together moments I'd brushed aside. The late-night text she waved off as just Marcus being Marcus. The way her face lit up whenever he walked into a room. Her smile brighter than anything she gave me. The weekend trip she canceled because Marcus needed her for some vague crisis. I told myself it was loyalty, not love. But now, doubt gnawed at me relentless. Sleep never came. By morning, my phone was flooded with her calls and messages. "Babe, where are you? I'm sorry if I upset you. Please talk to me." Each word twisted the knife deeper. I wanted to believe her, to cling to the version of us where she was still mine. But her voice in my head, way better, anchored me in betrayal. When she finally showed up at my apartment, her eyes were rimmed red, mascara smudged. I let her in, but the air was heavy with unspoken accusations. "I didn't mean it," she said, her voice breaking as she clutched her denim jacket. "It was just a stupid joke. I was drunk. The crowd was hyped. I got carried away. You know me." "Do I?" My voice was low and steady, though it trembled with the storm inside. Because Leia, I thought I knew would never humiliate me in front of hundreds of people. Wouldn't drape herself over her best friend and call him better. Her face crumpled as she stepped closer, reaching for my hand. Instinctively, I pulled back. She flinched, as if I'd struck her. "It wasn't like that," she whispered. "Marcus is just, he's my friend. You're my everything." "Then why say it?" My anger finally spilled out, raw and jagged. "Why him, Leia? Why is it always him?" She opened her mouth, but shut it again, her eyes darting away. That hesitation was louder than any confession. My stomach dropped, suspicion snapping into place. "Why aren't you telling me?" My voice was barely above a whisper. She sank onto the couch, her hands twisting in her lap. "It was one time," she murmured, so quietly I almost didn't hear. "Months ago, before we got serious. Marcus and we kissed. It was a mistake, and we swore it would never happen again. I didn't want to hurt you. The world went silent, the kind of silence that deafens. Her shallow breaths, the hum of the fridge, they felt like intrusions. Just a kiss, she said. But it wasn't just a kiss. It was a crack in the foundation of everything I believed about us. Why didn't you tell me? My voice broke. I was scared, she admitted, tears spilling down her cheeks. Scared you'd leave. Scared I'd lose you. I love you, Ethan. I swear I do. I wanted to scream, to smash something, to erase the image of her lips on his. But more than anything, I wanted to believe her, to rewind to yesterday, to before the concert when love still felt safe. But the truth was out now, sharp and irreversible. You already lost me. I said, the words bitter ash in my mouth. Last night, when you chose him over me in front of everyone. Leah sobbed, reaching for me again, but I stepped back, my heart splintering. Ethan, please, she begged. I'll do anything. I'll cut him out. I'll fix this. But some things can't be fixed. And I finally saw the truth I've been avoiding. Leah loved the thrill, the chaos, the attention. Marcus gave her that in ways I never could. I wasn't enough, not for her. The realization shattered not just my heart, but the version of myself I'd built around her. I opened the door, my hand trembling. Go, I said, my voice hollow. Her sobs fell into silence. She rose, defeated, and walked out. The door clicked shut, leaving me alone. The painting on the wall was just paint now, no longer hers. But the final blow came later when I checked my phone. A text from Marcus, sent at 3 a.m., I'm sorry, man. I love her too. And just like that, the betrayal doubled. Another blade I hadn't seen coming. Leah hadn't just lost me that night. She'd lost both of us, tangled in the wreckage of her reckless choices, leaving 2 broken hearts in her wake.